Why Kano generates poor revenue compared to Lagos, Rivers, and Kwara. A Kano State-born businessman, Alhaji Ibrahim Shehu Yahaya, said the state will continue to generate poor revenue from major internal sources unless it involves an effective mechanism for tax collection. He said the problem of low internal generated revenue (IGR) for Kano stems from the absence of a robust mechanism for the assessment and collection of tax from businesses and individuals in the state. According to the Economic Confidential 2019 Annual State Viability Index (ASVI), Kano was placed number 12 among the 36 states of the federation. It received 181,737,995 from the federation accounts allocation, while it merely generated 40,593,701 as IGR, representing 22%. The magazine reported that Kano State occupied the sixth position in its 2018 ASVI, trailing Lagos, Ogun, Rivers, Kwara, and Edo State respectively. In the 2018 index table, Kano, it was observed, got 183,422 and 664 as FAA, but it generated 44,107 and 375 as IGR. Speaking in an interview with the Economic Confidential, Alhaji Yahaya, who is the director of Ondo Roofing Nigeria Limited, said the decline in Kano's IGR capacity and subsequent drop in state's viability rating is not unconnected with the fact that Kano government lacks officials to properly assess and collect tax for it. According to him, since tax collection is directly linked with massive job creation and job opportunities, it is imperative that the state government provides an enabling environment for ideas to be generated and quickly evolved to because and also become lucrative businesses. He said many residents of the state and businesses have an endemic fear over their money going down the drain after they pay tax, so there is need to assuage their fear. Yahaya also described as needless the obtaining of the fresh 299 billion loan from the Chinese Export-Import Bank by Kano State government for a light rail project. According to him, what the government wants to use the loan for is not what people of the state need at this particular time. He observed that Kano's transportation capacity at the moment is not even beyond the Bus Rapid Transit (BRT) mode, which is in place in Lagos State. Hence, there is no justification for the government to insist on undertaking a light rail project, especially now that other developmental challenges confronting the state. Mr. Yahaya stressed the need for the state government to deploy the loan into investing in agriculture through activating various dams across the state for irrigation purposes. This will be more beneficial to the government itself and people of the state in general, he noted. He further maintained that nobody will move down to Kano for investment without the necessary and solid economic foundation being laid. So all the jamboree of going to China and bringing in investors will not work. We must have a clear and definite agricultural and industrial policies, and the two must go together. They are the magic wands that will transform Kano's economy, he said. The Ondo roofing boss stressed the need for the state government to have a realistic database of persons and business organizations statutorily expected to be paying its tax. They should also engage in massive advocacy, telling investors that Kano is a safe place to come and invest. Likewise, the relevant laws that are supposed to safeguard investment should be made evident to people and investors, he said. The roof merchants equally called on traditional leaders, especially emirs of the five new emirates, to partake in helping the government generate massive tax for the socio-economic development of the state. His words, the Kano Emirates system needs to be embraced as a tool for development, as it has somewhat come to stay, but there is need for the Emirates system to be totally reformed with the traditional leaders, giving formal jobs, tasks, and roles to be doing or playing. Thank you for listening to this news. My viewers, economics encourage made in Nigerian goods for better and quicker economic development. Nigeria as a country, we have all that it takes to have attained economic development. We have all that it takes to supersede so many countries that have attained development today. But because of our greed and selfishness, that is why we are where we are today. Let me tell you the truth. Kano State is where they are today because of their greed and selfishness of their leaders. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Do you understand? That they are generating poor revenue compared to Lagos. Yes, I know that aside from selfishness and greed, they are the lack of creativity in Kano State, and also um, poor area of income. They don't have enough source of income. The government of Kano State don't have enough sources of income, enough sources of generating revenue. It's not there. So definitely the revenue that will be that will be possibly generated on daily basis will be very small. And once the revenue generated on daily basis in Kano is small, definitely there will not be enough money to take care of projects. And if there is no enough money to take care of projects, the economy in Kano State will be experiencing a fast drop because of poor flow of income in the economy. Do you understand? So they need to derive other means of sourcing income. The more sources of income, the more the money, and they should encourage investment in Kano State. They should encourage foreigners to come in into Kano State and invest, because when these people come in and invest, they will have that chance and opportunity to get revenue from them, revenue from these people, and also let them try to reduce their attitude of tribalism, because one of the things that have been pursuing investors is the biased is the biased attitude of Northerners in Kano. They are very, very biased. They are biased, so it doesn't go down well. All right. So those are the means by which they can be able to put away this sluggishness, and also that will enable them to have a better revenue at the end. So please, your comment concerning this are very important. Don't hesitate to leave them behind. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.